is 11:11 on Saturday night here in the East Coast of the USA. I'm Jason, aka Seva, and you're watching Ray of Light Tarot, Healing and Intuitive Guidance. I hope you guys are having a nice weekend and are ready to get to it. So tonight I'm going to be doing some mini readings. The list is open. If you would like to get added to the list, it is going to be a love offering request of $20.24. You can send that over to the Cash App. It's $Ray of Light Tarot, $Ray of Light Tarot. That's us right here. And yeah, $20.24. I have tonight I have 3 people on the list. So I'm going to start with Layla. Hey, Layla. And then I have Jake. And I don't know. Malia, are you going to be typing? Are you the one logged in and typing? I'm assuming so. I will just communicate with you, with them through you. Hey, Malia. And then I have Chad on the list. So we have 3 on the list right now. If you would like to get on the list, it's open. Let's go ahead and get started. So I hope everybody's doing well. Like I said, I hope you're all having a nice weekend. Layla, I hope you're doing well. It's good to have you here. I know I'm on usually a little late at night, so I'm glad you were able to hang out and be with us. Cheers to that. Cheers with my pink lemonade to that. My crystal light pink lemonade. Hello, Armani. Welcome. Okay, so let me see which deck I'm going to start with tonight. I'm going to use the vice versa deck for Miss Layla tonight. Bruh. Jane Thing needs a drink. You need some pink lemonade, Jane Thing. It's really good. That's why I put it in a wine glass, because it's so good. During COVID, Zainab, what's up? Zainab, are you on the list? Did you send one over to PayPal? It's $20.24. I'm thinking you probably did, because I know you were going to come in last night too. Okay. So yeah, during COVID, back in 2020, during COVID, I went up. I took back when Bentley was still with us, my boo boo. Bentley and I went on a road trip together. I was single back then, just doing my thing, had my dog and my channel, and I went up to visit some friends of mine up in Curie Beach in North Carolina. And my friends Jenny and Brad have a beach house they go to there. They live in Winston-Salem, but they go to their beach house in Curie Beach quite a few weekends in the summer. And it was like, I think it was right before my birthday, so it was like late August or early September. And I went up and stayed with them for the weekend at their beach house. It was a really fun time. But Jenny kept like 2 pitchers of Crystal Light pink lemonade in the fridge the whole weekend, and we were drinking that with vodka. But I left the vodka behind for the most part, but I still love the Crystal Light pink lemonade since that weekend in 2020 during COVID. It's funny the things that. So that weekend, the one thing that stuck with me was that I love Crystal Light pink lemonade. I mean, I keep like boxes of it in the house at all times. So there you have it. All right. So we're gonna start with Layla. You have a tea you can drink. That's nice. I love tea. Is that yes. When I was drinking the vodka and lemonades up in Curie Beach? Do you remember that? I did not need to be doing a live that night. Oh man, I had scheduled a live, and I didn't need to be scheduling a live that night. We were drinking. I think we had. I don't know how many we had had. We had been out in the sun all day, and you know the sun makes it even worse when you're having a cocktail. So not a good idea. I don't recommend it. It really is clutch, right? Sugar free too. Sugar free. I was like, nah, never mind. Jenny was like, did you just go live? Why are you live on your channel when we've been drinking all day? I was like, oh. She's like, you can't read no cards. No, not a good idea. Yeah, some jobs definitely require focus. Don't mug me for Christmas. Are you a... So there, you have it. All right, so Layla is at the top of the list. Oh, Malia said we love the Crystal Light pure lemonade flavor. I don't know if I've ever tried the pure lemonade flavor. I think the only flavor I've ever tried is the pink lemonade because I never bought Crystal Light before. Like I'd never even had it or heard of it. Jenny was like, "Yeah." I was like, "This is good." I was like, "This is really good," and she was like, "Yeah, it's sugar free. It's the best." And I was like, "I'll have to try that. I'll have to get some of that when I get to what is this person talking about? She garbage. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. You people. Find another channel to bother." So anyway, yeah, Jenny was like, she's like, "Yeah, it's sugar free and it's so good. It's pink. It's pretty and pink." And I was like, "Really is. It's really good." Anyway, here we go, guys. So I've been wanting to thank you, Malia. Yes, thank you, Malia. I've been wanting to cut the grass. Brendan's out of town. He's in Nashville this weekend visiting some friends, and I've been wanting to cut his grass, but it's been rainy all weekend. So every time I get over there to like check on his cat and stuff, get the mail, it's not. It's like the grass is wet because it's been so rainy. So I haven't been able to do that. Today, guys, my mom, I should have put a picture. I'll put a picture in my community section after the broadcast. My mom, I went with my mother this morning. Her dog, Georgia, died about 6 months ago. So she's been about 6 months without a dog, and she's been thinking of getting a new dog and hasn't done it yet. Well, the person my sister got her golden doodle from has puppies. And so my sister told my mom about it, and my mom decided to adopt one. And so I went with her this morning to go get her puppy. Her name is Tegan, and she's a golden doodle. She looks more like an Irish setter. She's very red, but I took a picture with her this morning. I held her in the car, and it was about a 45-minute drive. First, she peed on me. First, she peed, and then she threw up right here on with her head up against my neck. So I had pee all over my leg and doggy barf all over my neck, right beneath my nose. So I had to smell it the whole ride home, and it was warm and it was gross. And I finally started to. I'm one of those people that can't let someone or something throw up alone. So with doggy throw up all over me, I eventually started to throw up myself. I did manage to keep it down. I was okay, but it was a bad situation. Still love little Tegan, the golden doodle that looks like an Irish setter. She's an adorable dog, and I will post a picture right after this broadcast in the community section. So yeah, she's a cutie. Little Miss Tegan. But mom was trying to think of a name for her, and she liked the name Gia, Rory, or Tegan. She likes these Irish sounding names because the dog looks Irish, I guess. But I said, okay, Zainab, I'm adding you. But I said Tegan because I thought Tegan sounded kind of like the name of a naughty girl I went to school with or someone that was kind of spoiled and bratty because the dog seemed spoiled and bratty, especially after she peed and puked on me and whined the whole way. She wasn't like whining because she was scared. She was whining because she was car sick and bored. She wanted to run around and play. And once we got here, which we came back here for a while, she was into everything. She was chasing my little dog around and into everything. So it was very funny. Okay, we're going to hide another idiot. Sorry, Jonah. You are not welcome here. No bathroom talk, guys. All right, now on to the readings. Sorry for that. I have to sometimes tell some stories, guys. I have to tell some stories. So here we go. First is Layla. Your question, Layla, is why are you experiencing so much mental pain at this time? I've been kind of thinking about your question because sometimes physical ailments like that, for those of us who are sensitive or empathic in some ways or in very strong ways, those physical ailments are manifestations of that connection. And they can also be manifestations of ascension sickness. And I don't know if you know what ascension sickness is, but what I mean, it sounds like a big word, but all it really is it's your body adjusting to catch up with your soul. And as your body is adjusting to catch up with where your soul is, because your soul is still inhabiting the body, but your soul is expanding so much and growing in so much knowledge, wisdom, power. As your soul expands or grows, Layla, well, Layla's young, so she's really going through this for the first time in this incarnation, and so we got to all hold space for her and have some real wisdom and understanding, hold that for her and send her high vibrations. As you're going through that and your soul is expanding, your body's trying to catch up with that. And sometimes our soul expands so quickly and levels up or grows in a way that our body's not yet prepared for in this dimension. And it causes that kind of thing. It could also be that you are sensitive specifically to other people's mental pain as well as your own. Or a lot of times when I specifically have mental pain and it feels like there's so much hurt, like my mind actually hurts, it's a symptom of depression or anxiety. And a lot of times those two things are coming from my inability to process what I'm experiencing from people I'm connected to, because I want to carry their pain for them, and I'm having trouble transmuting it. So you could be encountering in your daily life at school and out in the world different people's pain and having trouble transmuting it or processing it within yourself, and it could be causing that. Let's look at what the cards say, because they usually give a lot better explanation than I can. I'm going to say quick intention, and then we'll go into that. Empathic fatigue. Yes. Zainab, thank you for mentioning that. That's another thing. And it's kind of similar to what I was talking about. I mean, they're all in that same realm. But yeah, empathic fatigue is a real thing. It really is. Thank you, universe. Thank you, source. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Thank you for allowing me to connect today to the energy of those who need guidance. And thank you for the clear, direct, and necessary messages. Thank you, archangels, Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel. Thank you for being pillars, cornerstones, and guides. Thank you, guardian angel Lechachia. Thank you, Father, Creator, God, Mother, Nurturer, Goddess, and all spirit team. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. What's the guidance for Layla regarding the situation she's experiencing, and how can she best process it or transmute these energies and find peace in her day? Show me the guidance for Layla. Yeah, that's it. I think that's another one I would look up, is empathic fatigue. Yeah, it very well could be. Not, I don't think it's any one of those things, but I think that those could be contributing factors. You've got the Star card coming out, Layla, and the Hanged Man. Major Arcanas, honey. Wow. Okay. So first and foremost, foundational to you is the Ace of Wands card. So your foundational energy is a fiery energy. It's a gift. The divine has gifted you with a spiritually awakened energy. That's what the Ace of Wands is. God, your higher power, has gifted your being with this spiritually awakened sort of fire lit energy at this time. That's a beautiful thing. That's a great thing. There's nothing bad about that. Your energy, your soul wants to fly like a bird. It just wants to fly and be awakened and free. However, we can't do that when we're in this third dimension we call life, right? And we are in a physical body that has to experience the duality, right? The light, the darkness, the joy, the pain. We came here to experience all of those things to a great extent, right? Although it feels good to be happy and to experience joy, we actually didn't just come here for that. We came here to experience the contrast. We came here to experience, yes, the happiness and the joy, but also the darkness and the sadness and the grief. Our souls chose to do this to experience the whole pendulum, so that we can take it back with us and bring back more knowledge. So you're kind of going through a juxtaposition. I'm not sure if that's a word, I'm sure it is. You're pretty smart. It's a juxtaposition for you, because on the one hand, this is your energy. It's light energy and it wants to be free. But in this experience, you're going through a lot of heaviness. You've got the Ten of Wands, right? That's a lot of burden. You take on a lot of burden. You take on a lot of real world, physical world burden, because that's your natural energy. That's your natural instinct in the physical to do that. So those two things are at odds with each other, right? Those two things don't go together. They're at odds, but it actually is a good thing. It's a good contrast. So look what else you've got here. You've got the Hanged Man, the Star on this side. These are both major arcana, And then last, you've got the Justice card on this side. So these are the three cards coming out for you that are major arcanas. So what's happening here? For me, what I see happening here is you're on the cusp of a huge transformation. Okay. You've been in this holding pattern. The hanged man feels like a stuck energy, but it's not exactly, because even though this person is sort of hung upside down and they kind of look like they're doing some strange combination of yoga and Tai Chi that requires them to be tied upside down, what they're actually doing is gaining wisdom, gaining enlightenment. This is that enlightenment that comes through situational friction, and this enlightenment is huge. Okay, this is a huge thing. So as they gain that enlightenment, they are coming to a place where they physically and spiritually you're ready to transform, and that's what's represented here. The reason the star card is coming out on this side for you, Layla, is that you are going to experience a great deal of not just transformative energy and being backed by the universe. You're going to be experiencing something very unique to you, to your life, which is, this meteor shower you see and this vision this person's having. This is what the star normally looks like. The woman is exposed, she's pouring out her emotions or the water, and the star is resting upon her. So there's a lot of divine energy there and transformative energy, but it's really based in this third dimension. On this side, it's much more interdimensional, right? There's a lot of other dimensions playing into this dimension, and that's your experience. I think because it's your own experience, you may not know how unique your experience is to this world, but your experience is a very unique one, and you have a lot of great gifts, and what you experience is something very special. And don't ever doubt your intuition. Trust your intuition above all things. And I think, your intuition is that feeling inside that's outside of the mind. It's not in the mind, because the mind lies to us. The mind can tell us stories that aren't true. I mean, our mind can be our best friend, but it can also be our worst enemy, right? And so outside of the mind, there's a feeling inside that you can know is coming from your soul that tells you the truth at all times, and that's your intuition. And this is what you experience in this transformation, is the clarity of your intuition shining through, and also the clarity of ability to connect to others. Okay, it's really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Yeah, it's actually Layla, Leila. But yeah, I agree with you, Jane. I think we all just want to give her a helping hand, and just everybody, just if you can just hold space for her, that's what we need to do right now, is just hold space for her and hold loving energy for her. She's doing great things in her life, and I know she will continue to. And yeah, let's just hold space and loving energy. You're going to be great. You are great. And I love that the Justice card comes out as the sort of the outcome or the shining example of where you're heading. Justice is such a beautiful card. It's about balance, but it's also about um, you feeling and you bringing in, manifesting that balance and that karma. It's justice in the karmic sense, that what you're going through, anything here that where you do experience pain, grief, and it has to process itself. The result of this is you're going to come out of it feeling free, and you're going to come out of it feeling stronger, and you're going to come out of it feeling like a more balanced and capable and empowered human being as the result of that. And that's a beautiful thing. That's really a beautiful thing. So this is great. It's a scary time. I can see that and I can feel that, especially in this star card. But it's also like a time that the more you embrace it, the better you're going to feel, the more empowered you're going to feel, and it's a beautiful thing. We're all holding on, like Jane just said, we're all holding that unconditional space for you, and hold that space for yourself too, to be able to cry, to release and feel. um, I think as you grow, you're going to find more and more modalities that work for you. Meditation is the best one. Meditation, I like ASMR. That really works for me, especially at night. um, but yeah, you'll find your way through this. And remember, the best part of all this experience is that it's unique to you. And although we can all, empathize, your experience is unique to you, and it's what it should do and will do if you allow it is it's going to grow you closer to your creator more than anything else. And that's a beautiful thing. You have the two of cups as an outcome as well, and that's like that two of cups does represent love and soulmate and connected energy, but on a deeper level what it's really about is coming to know what are soulmates. That we all know this from our experiences. Soulmates are about bringing us closer to ourselves and to know ourselves better and to become more connected to our higher self. So this is really beautiful. We do. We all love Layla. We all love Layla. So many tools. Yeah. But see, that's what I'm in a way, Layla, I'm jealous of you. I'm jealous that you're getting to have this experience at the age you're at because you're going to be able to experience if you can embrace that childlike curiosity, right, while finding those tools. It's a great time to do it. And there are advantages to that those of us who suppress that energy for so long, like I suppressed it until I was 39 years old. 39 years old. I tried to run from all of that stuff. Don't do that. you know the sooner you face it and deal with it and go through it, the better off you'll be, the more powerful you'll feel, and the more ease you'll have in processing that energy when you're meant to process it. So yeah, yep. Let's pull an energy oracle card or two for Layla. Love, hey, I love Jesus, Jesus, AJ Master Printing. I was in a, not going into much detail, January 4th, and I indicate what to do. This channel looks cool though. Thank you. Thank you, Maria. All right. So, did you send Jake's question or just Layla's, Maria? If you want to go ahead and put Jake's up whenever you're ready, I'm going to pull these cards for Layla. Okay. So, Layla, this is great. You have some interesting energy oracle cards too. Storm warning. So what is this? This is that the universe is letting you know, just to be prepared, that this is about learning to deal with those external things that are happening around us, like a storm, a tornado, and the goal for us as souls is to learn to become like the mountain, not to be shakable or movable amid those storms, but also to be able to process that energy, transmute it so that it doesn't get the better of us. And you've got the walking away card too. It may be important for you to detach from some of these energies in your life. Don't take on all of your friends, heaviness. Remember, that's not your job. Although it may be something you're capable of doing, and you found that you can help a lot of people by being an ear and listening and giving. I think those of us who are able to do that, that doesn't mean it's our job, right? It doesn't mean that it's our job to do that 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We have to also pick and choose who to be there for 100% of the time and who to be there for when we're able to be. And also when to walk away from that and when to go, I need to be in my energy and protect myself right now. That's very key that you do that. You also have the cornucopia card in your foundation. You are going to experience such, if you can find, not if, when you can find that balance and that place of balance where you can do the things you do to the extent that it feels good and you're not becoming overwhelmed or taking on too much, you're going to find a real place of almost like heaven on earth. You're going to find a place of existence. It's not a physical place, it's a place of being for your soul to exist while in your human body that feels like heaven on earth. I've found it. I know how to go there, and it's a really beautiful thing. You don't need to go there all the time, but you will find that place as the result of really balancing your energies and only allowing yourself to give so much as you're capable of giving and receiving in return too. Don't give, but not be willing to receive. You have to receive too, right? That's a big one. You have the woman holding a coin. The key to the next chapter of life for you as you're growing and going through your teen years is really understanding how the energy works. It's not just, you can't be, a lot of that mental pain is, I think you're giving of yourself so much, but you're not yet fully comfortable receiving, and you have to be able to receive, right? In order to be able to give. Yep, the kitties, the kitty cats. But this woman is holding a coin because she knows how to receive value in exchange for the value she's giving. Last but not least, you have Archangel Michael. I'm sorry, Archangel Michael. Yeah, Archangel Michael. It's the root chakra. So your root chakra needs to be healed. Your root chakra is, this is this is what grounds you. This is what grounds you and keeps you really feeling stable. And so I would, in your prayer time, in your meditation time, connect with Archangel Michael, very powerful archangel energy, and receive that protection and that guidance from Archangel Michael. And that's going to be really good for you. I was raised Catholic, and at the Catholic Church, it's just one of many Christian denominations. I think it's the oldest Christian denomination that exists now. I don't know. There's probably something older than that before that, but um, they would, at the end of church service, they used to, before you would leave the church, they would say a prayer to Archangel Michael, because he's like the battle, the angel of battle that leads battles. And it said something like, Archangel Michael, Saint Michael, Archangel, defend us in battle, be our protection against the wickedness and snares of the devil. May God rebuke him, we humbly pray. And do thou, O Prince of the heavenly hosts, thrust into hell Satan and all evil souls who roam about the world seeking the ruin of souls. And the reason you would say that prayer is because Archangel Michael is believed to be this great protector, right, with his sword. Now, what he wants to protect for you in this sense, this is not really connected to a church, but this is a real spiritual truth. Archangel Michael wants to protect your autonomy, and that's why he's connected to the root chakra also. He wants to protect your autonomy and your right to be here, to be present, and to feel safe in all that you do, and he will. So that's a great card for you as far as guidance. Okay, Layla, thank you for staying up and hanging out with us. It was really fun. I hope you got to enjoy this, and have a good rest of your weekend, sweetheart. Get some sleep. Get some sleep. You're welcome. You're so welcome. So you said, Malia, you said Jake just, I love Archangel Michael if Layla was born. A boy, aw, I love that. So you had said Jake just wants a general reading? Hello. Hello, Rise to Legend. Guys, if you're just coming in, the list is open. I have Jake, Chad, and Zainab on the list. So just 3 people. If you want to get on the list, it's open. And it is $20.24, 20.24 for a mini reading. I'll pull some tarot cards and pull a couple oracle cards and try to give you some guidance regarding whatever your question is tonight. So get on the list. All right. And you can also use PayPal. Did I list the PayPal? It's NHJOOST92 @gmail. Trying to get away from that. I had stopped using that for a while, but I still have to use it sometimes. So let's see what the guidance is for Jake. Jake, I hope you're doing well, my man. The guidance for Jake tonight. Thank you. My name is Seva, Seva, Seva. Jake, you got some similar cards as Layla. All right, so Foundation, Wheel of Fortune. So you have a major arcana card coming in on your foundational energy. So the Wheel of Fortune being a foundational energy for you, what that's talking about right away is you probably are feeling like a lot of things are changing quickly or up in the air or about to change, because the Wheel of Fortune is that wheel of change, right? What goes up must come down. Things are constantly in flux. Behind that, you have the 5 of Pentacles. So there is a certain area of life or in your existence where you're feeling like you don't belong, or you're not feeling so completely a sense of belonging. The Five of Pentacles, these two people are out in the cold. The church building is there, and it's probably really warm inside, but they're stuck out in the cold, and they're wrapped up, and they're not well. And so there's a certain this card has a certain energy that represents like all of this warmth and value, right? You see these coins there, or pentacles up in the window of the church, that are represented by something that holds all of this apparent good. It's not reaching these people. They're stuck out in the cold. They're not benefiting from something they feel they should benefit from. So there's an area of your life where you feel like, and this is impacting your wheel of fortune, it's impacting the shifts happening in your life. You're feeling like, why am I not benefiting from this which I deserve to benefit from? And so, whatever this is that's impacting you in that way, you've got to make some kind of peace with that, because that feeling, whether it's right or wrong, doesn't really matter. But that feeling like you're not being afforded or given something you know you deserve is impacting the wheel of fortune turning in your favor, right? And you want this to turn in your favor. So what I would do if I were you, and I was seeing these cards for myself, is I would really uh, try to meditate or work through, why am I feeling, and what is it? If you're not sure what it is, if there's some area where you feel like you're being shortchanged or not given the whatever that thing is that you deserve, address that within yourself and within like and to your higher power, and make peace with it, because you don't want it to impact the next chapter, whatever the wheel of fortune is turning. You don't want it to manifest anything dark or not great because of that energy. And there is a little of that crowning you too, because you have this Seven of Wands crowning, which is like a little bit of a defensive energy. Like the universe is trying to hand you some good stuff here. You've got the Ace of Pentacles coming in. So that's the hand reaching out from the sky, offering something of value. It's saying, hey, here you go, Jake. We want to give you this. And you've got this beautiful doorway, like yellow brick road or whatever that is, this doorway being offered that wants to give you something great. But they're saying, like, part of you isn't wanting to receive it. And could it be because is it maybe you feel like you've been burned, or it's too little too late? I don't know. But there's also this Four of Cups. And that, again, it's kind of what Layla was talking about. It's almost like there's a mental pain here, and that mental pain is causing a frustration or a jadedness to almost protect. We do this in life. I've noticed we all do this as human beings. We protect ourselves, but sometimes unintentionally, we protect ourselves from abundance. We start to protect ourselves to the point that we're not letting the good in, and we're protecting ourselves from the good as well as the bad. And so just be aware of that, because these cards are coming out where there's a real mixture, where it's like the universe is offering you is trying to offer you. It's like they're trying to open this doorway and offer you some great things. You've got the World card. That's a completion, right? That's a whole divine completion, where it's like the gifts are in full force, but there's resistance. And you've got the Ten of Wands. This is real world physical struggle. So the resistance, you didn't make it up in your head. It's there for a reason, right? It's not just coming out of nowhere, but it's not going to serve you. And so the best thing you can do is to really find a peace about where you've been and everything you've experienced up to this point. And even if you don't know what the main area of the resistance is, affirm the peace until you really start to feel that it's kind of worked itself out, because you're at a crossroads here. You've got the Two of Wands, and it's time to push that stake in the ground and go forward. They're bringing you into a whole new chapter that can be so exciting and so joyful and so happy, and you need to step into that chapter, right? Hey, Jessica, welcome. Jessica, I've got to call you. You need to step into that chapter, right? And so to step into that chapter in the most beautiful way possible, and with the most authority, right? With that divine masculine authority that you need to step into it, you've got to do it in a way that is not attached to any of this sort of jaded energy or darkness from your past disappointments and things that you perceive to be maybe not fair. Because the universe is balancing things. You are you're blessed, you're highly favored, and you're being protected, and the universe is literally balancing energy out just for you to get something really beautiful here with the Ace of Pentacles and then that beautiful world energy. There's major arcana blessings here. And all you really have to do is detach from from whatever that energy is that's putting up the resistance. Sit up and eat a brownie. That's what Walker says. Just sit up and eat a brownie. So no, but like really just kind of detach from that energy, and yeah, sit up and eat a brownie, and that'll make it better. It really will. It's that decision of like, this is the energy, this is the direction I'm going in, and kind of remembering as human beings, or as I should say, as spiritual beings having a human experience, we have the power to manipulate the energy around us. So you have the power to decide tomorrow is going to be the best day of my life. Put that stake in the ground. Tomorrow is going to be the best day of my life. I just decided that. Thank the universe for it. Call it out. Welcome it in and be receptive to it ahead of time, and watch what power you have when you co-create with your creator. It's an amazing thing. I forget to do it half the time too. It's like, we all do have that power, and when we really utilize it, it's really amazing what we can do. So that's basically what I see for you. Yeah. Let me pull a couple energy oracle cards and see what they add to it. The energy oracle for Jake. Yin yang. Yeah, there is a real duality to what you're experiencing too, because obviously you're experiencing a lot of connected energy and good things. You've got both going on at the same time. It's very interesting. Even in your foundation, you've got hostilities and the garden and the gate, both foundational to you. So there's a real root that's there. There's a root or something that's taken root in your foundation that maybe is causing you to feel a certain way, because that's present for a reason. But it also is meant to be. It's like it's part of your experience, and it's part of your power if you can harness that energy in the right way and use it as a tool, because you're also standing there at the garden and the gate. That's where you're right at that cusp of the same thing I was talking to Layla about, where it's like creating heaven on earth. And you know how to use your energy. I mean, part of the reason that she has the great gift she has is 50% because of you, right? I mean, this is a really interesting experience for you. And it is, again, it's unique to you. And so there's a lot of things you can do there. And with that, you have the thinking man and the man holding a coin. So you have the power to create great abundance in your life this year and at this time. It's right there within your grasp. And then you have the appreciation card, the yin yang card. Wow. Appreciation, yin yang. So there's that duality yet again coming up. And then last but not least, card number 38, which is an 11, you have the fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. It's heart healing for you. That's the key for you. So it's not the root chakra. Like with Layla, it was that root chakra. She's got to get that ground. She's got to feel safe, grounded. For you, your heart has to be healed. Your heart has been stabbed. Your heart has been wounded repeatedly, going way back. And your heart, Archangel Raphael wants to step in and bring that green healing light, which also carries abundance with it, and heal your heart, which will in turn heal every other aspect of your life and will bring you to a place where you're ready to just welcome in abundance. Because not only will you not be carrying this energy that you have been shortchanged, but you will also know you haven't been. You experienced all of this for the best, for your own empowerment, and that you are actually ready to receive exactly what you deserve, which is pure abundance. This is a great card as an outcome card. I love this. Really very cool. Heart chakra activations. Boom. Thank you very much. All right, Jake, thank you. Namaste. Thank you, Malia, for being here and for communicating through them. And yeah, guys, Jake and Layla, thank you so much. I hope those readings helped you. They felt good to me. So next is Chad. Chad is next on the list. So Chad just wants to ask about a specific thing. I don't think Chad's in here right now, but I know he's going to be here later to watch this. So I'm going to go ahead and just record this for him. Chad wanted to know about something to do um, with the full solar eclipse in April and how that will be impacting his journey. And so we're going to look at that real quick. How will the eclipse in April be impacting Chad's journey? Guys, the list is open. If you want to get on the list, it's $20.24. You can send it over to the Cash App. It's $Ray of Light Tarot. $Ray of Light Tarot. It's in the description of this video, and I will get you added to the list. What's the guidance for Chad regarding this situation? All right. Yeah, I can't wait to post a picture of my mom's new puppy. So cute. So cute. But she's a mess. She's going to be a messy doggy. All right. So in foundation, you have the Seven of Swords. So you're doing a lot of great work right now, Chad. But don't get ahead of yourself. I do pick up that you might be trying to get ahead of yourself just a little bit here. Now is the time more than ever to be patient. And if you're feeling a little bit of janky energy, now is the time to impose order and balance into your situation, because this feels a little bit like you're not completely feeling, balanced or at ease with the situation, and you're starting to kind of like want things to move faster. And I know from experience, I've been there, when you get into that energy, you definitely need to kind of slow it down, impose order, and just not try to force things. There's your card. Justice card came out front and center. Libra energy. Libra energy. That's your card. You have Sun in Libra. So you're here sitting on that throne, bringing the sword of justice down, and okay, I can already tell Frank is a problem person. Let me get him out of here. So what you're doing here is you're bringing in good karma into your life. You've been doing the work, and I'm really, I've known you now for what, 3 years we've been friends. You're doing such good work and doing amazing things, but it's really important that you don't start getting ahead of yourself. We all go through this, right? We all go through this where we start to get ahead of ourselves and we lose patience. Hold on to your patience. Stay in your energy. Don't get right? You've got the Hanged Man here. Even though it doesn't feel like you're moving a lot right now, it doesn't feel like things are pressing forward, you are receiving enlightenment. You are getting the clear picture. You're receiving clear guidance and clear knowledge. You do have this Four of Pentacles, so you're still holding on to some things that you need to release. You may need to get another, like, do another Reiki massage soon. I'm not sure if that would help you. Something. I think I'd rather see you do your own clearing. Do something within yourself to clear, instead of relying on someone else to do it for you, because of where I feel like you're at in your journey. I think it would be very empowering for you to do something yourself to clear your energy. But do what works, do what helps you, because you can't. Not only do you not want to be in the perception of being stuck, you don't want to perceive being stuck to the point that you actually become stuck, right? And the way out of it is not to be foundationally pushing forward and trying to get away from where you're at. Stay in your feelings, be grounded within them, be like the mountain. And you are being guided with this King of Swords energy. So watch your words, choose your words, be logical, be strong, know your own strength, right? Be that gentle giant that you are, and trust that time is coming in April. It's going to be beautiful. And hang on one second. It's going to be beautiful, and it's going to be a time that's going to make you feel very happy. Yes? Thank you, Chad. Hold on. Guys, hang on one second. Okay. Sorry, guys. I was waiting for this to reset. Yes, and look what Jane said there, Chad, in the chat. She said, you're in a holding pattern, and it can be uncomfortable, just like the Hanged Man. But the good thing is you agree. The good thing is you are getting upgrades. Not only that, let go of old patterns. Time to start self-care on a new level. Boom. Thank you, Jane. That's very accurate. Start self-care on a new level and impose that on yourself. Sometimes self-care can feel like punishment, but it's not, right? it really is what you need. It's what you need to sort of feel grounded and to feel like you're in your power and in your space and safe in that space. I think part of the reason you're feeling a little bit of jankiness and discomfort is you've done such great things and you've done such great work, but sometimes we get frustrated. Our timing and the divine's timing are not the same thing. I don't think we can even comprehend the divine's timing, and maybe the divine can't comprehend our perception of timing in this experience, right? So there is a disconnect, and I've noticed that even with my guides. Like, have you guys ever noticed that? Like when you get messages about timing, like they'll tell you, "Oh, it's going to be soon," and it's like, okay, well, obviously, soon to you and soon to me are two different things because you've been telling me something's going to be soon for 3 years now. Like, I know a lot of times I question whether the understanding of timing from like spiritual or angelic realms is not the same understanding I have at all, based on the messages I get and what timing seems like. So I can understand the frustration. I really can. But just trust. It all really comes down to trust, faith, patience, and there it is. The financial constraints cards comes out again. So you may be connected to someone who's experiencing a lot of financial constraints, or maybe you are, in the sense that where you need to be in April is not where you are yet, but you're on the path. There's the woman holding a heart here. That's that She's Aquarian. She's got the 44. There's healing taking place, and she's ready to be in her own sort of unique, different, moves to the beat of her own drum energy, but also connected to you. You have the storm warning. So the universe is kind of telling you that, here's what's going on. There's a lot of happening around you that's maybe like a tornado. It feels very hectic and uneasy. But if you can sort of be still within that and impose order, things are going to get better. Ethan, no, these aren't free readings. People are paying for mini readings and getting put on a list here. And so I am doing them in order. I've got one person left after this, but if you would like to get on the list, you are welcome to. It's $20.24 to Cash App. It's $ Ray of Light Tarot on Cash App. And anyone that wants to is welcome to get on the list to get a question answered. So Chad, you've got the World card coming out. That's your card number 29 or 11. So that's really good. Hello, VJ. This is a great card, and I like that it's a confirmation that you are reaching that completion, right? Things are happening here. So that's good. You also have the door to personal healing and happiness. You're there. You're right here. You're at that place. Just sometimes it doesn't feel like you're at that place, right? Hi, I'm going to faint. Don't faint, VJ. Just hang in there with us. It's all good. It's all good, VJ. So you're at that door to healing and happiness, and then you've got the Healer of the Ages card, right? Healer of the Ages card. Beautiful card. This is Christ consciousness. This is where the spirit and the flesh are very much at odds, but you can learn so much. It's a beautiful thing. Because I just wanted to know if I can find out why people bully me for my disability at age 18. People suck. That's why. People are cruel, and people sometimes just don't think about the outcome of their actions or how their attitudes affect others. And it's a very sad thing. And I'm sorry that's happening to you. Really, really sorry. All right. So next is Zainab. Zainab, my dear, what is your question? Miss Z. What's your question, Miss Z? Why I have no friends? Oh, I'm sure you've got friends. You probably have more friends than you realize. And if you don't have a lot of friends in this realm, maybe maybe the universe is trying to get you to connect to another dimension or to something higher outside of yourself, to a higher power. And also, friends are overrated. I'm just kidding. General messages from Spirit. I have been feeling the need to ask this question. Okay, Z. Exactly. What are the general messages for Zainab at this time? General messages for Zainab at this time. You have the Eight of Pentacles foundational to you. So there's an acknowledgement that you're going through the right motions and the right efforts, and you're putting in the right work in most areas of your life, and you're not trying to push things or force things. So there's an acknowledgement of that from the universe, from your guides, that you are taking the proper time and patience to do things. And there's also this Lover's card coming out, crowning everything. So there is a strong soulmate connection in your current energy. That with the Lover's card is Gemini energy, but more than that, there's that remember there's that duality here. So you're kind of straddling the light and the darkness, experiencing this. So that's a lot. You've got the Four of Wands here. So there is a sense that there is a lot of energy flowing back and forth between you and the universe or your source, and opportunity is, you're kind of in a place of opportunity or expansion, uh, probably with that person, whoever this connection is specifically. And you've got, look at this, the the Ace of Pentacles. So the universe offering you that pentacle, that door to value, that opportunity. And then you've got the Sun card. Wow, Z, you've got really good cards here. The universe is really encouraging you. The Nine of Cups and then Temperance. So it almost feels to me like you're actually in a place where the reason things have slowed down a little bit is the universe is trying to slow them down too, because there's something really huge. This connection is so huge that it's like everything, potentially everything. Nine of Cups. It's like, wow, the Sun. So the universe is trying to slow it down and just keep it moving forward in an incremental way, instead of overwhelming you with everything happening at once. Because if it all happened at once, it would almost be like too much. It's like, it would be like staring into the sun. Like staring into the sun, you get burned, right? It almost feels like there's so much high vibrational energy in this connection that it's just too much, and it needs to really be slowed down and brought down to a crawl to just sort of balance how it processes. I'm seeing alignment, or like an arrow going straight to the bullseye. Yeah, it does feel just like you're doing, and yeah, I know you're a very disciplined person, so that's certainly part of it. But I feel like whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Keep doing what you're doing. Why in the world? I've never seen this like this, though. Hold on. Okay. I got to clarify a couple things. Relationship. Relationship. I mean, certainly it could have to do with work also, I guess, but it feels relationship very much. Hang on, the Queen of Cups, the Hermit, Knight of Cups. Okay, so you have this Knight of Cups coming towards you, but you're the Queen of Cups. So you are a little bit further along. So you're vibrationally compatible, but you're not vibrationally perfectly aligned. So that's part of the reason it's slowing down. That's part of the reason it's slowing down. But it's also because with this Hermit card here, the path has to be sort of lit up as you go. Hang on one second. The path has to be lit up as you go. And so that's what's happening. It's being illuminated. You're going to be seeing more and more here. I almost feel, yeah, like I said, I know that's kind of a strange comment, but it does. It feels like if it all happened at once, it would be like staring into the sun. You just wouldn't be able to abide it. You wouldn't be able to handle it. And so this connection is happening at a snail's pace, because it's very necessary for it to happen at a snail's pace. That's the only way it can happen, is at a snail's pace. Oh, wow. Yeah. The Lovers, Four of Wands, the Sun, and the Nine of Cups. Temperance along the way. Whew. That's pretty powerful stuff. I definitely don't think, if I were in your shoes, I would complain right now. It's a good thing. It's a really good thing. And yeah, it's powerful. Let me see what the Energy Oracle has to say. I think it's work, it's relationship, but it's, work is a part of that, right? Work is a part of it, obviously. They're always connected in this situation. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, the door to value is in your foundation. In your foundation is the door to value, and that's card number 31. That's a 4. Um, you've got third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. Archangel Chamuel, that's the solar plexus. So I think, there is an opportunity for you to connect with this person through your solar plexus. That's a beautiful thing when you can do that. Someone real, I can't think of her name, but someone taught me about this a few years ago, and it really is a powerful thing. Um, and you also need to probably clear your solar plexus and align it. So I would connect with Archangel Chamuel on that, and you have the Angel of Love also here for you to connect with. Door to door to personal healing and happiness. Wow. And ooh, deceit. So lots of good cards here, but then there's this deceit card hanging out there. So either there's someone not being completely honest with you in this situation, or not showing you the whole truth, or this could be you not being honest with yourself or with them. So I don't know why the deceit card coming in. You've got all these great cards, and then this deceit card. Is there something? So there might be something there that that you don't feel completely kosher about or good about in this, and that could be something that holds you back, right? So whatever that is, just try to figure it out. If you're not sure, if you are sure, address it. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's to me, it doesn't feel like it's something that is in the middle of the connection, because all these cards feel so powerful. But it maybe feels like something on the outside, like maybe something that you're not okay with or you're not comfortable about, and that you would probably need to work itself out or align in order for all of this to move forward. But I mean, God, I like these other cards. Angel of Love, door to healing and happiness, to personal healing and happiness. That's a 7. Okay, completion. And I love that this third chakra, Archangel Chamuel, came out. Really beautiful energy. But yeah, in your foundation, it's the door to value. So it's really about what you value and seeing more of that. And it starts to open wider and it comes through the more you heal, because the number 4 is about healing and rest, recuperation. So thank you, Zainab. Did anybody else want to get on the list tonight? I'm about to close it out. I'm about to shut it down for the night, guys. If anyone else wants to get on the list, let me know. Otherwise, let's chat for a minute and close it down. I'm hungry too. You want what? I've never had that. I've never even heard of it. Is it good? What does it taste like? Can you compare it to anything else? How do you say that? Pupusas? 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 That sounds very strange. So let me rephrase that, Kaylee. If anyone wants to get on the list, it's $20.24, and you send it over to the Cash App or PayPal. If anyone would like to do that to get a reading, let me know, and I'll hold on for a few minutes to let you get time to get a reading, because I have no one else on the list. I will try. I love trying new foods, new things. That was like my favorite thing about being in Chile was the food. And I have to say, almost everything I had, although some of the food I had was Venezuelan, like Venezuelan stuff, because that's the person and his family that I was visiting were actually from Venezuela. Pupusas. Pupusas. I love arepas. Yes, actually, the first time I had arepas was with my with Advent, my twin soul in New York City. God, like 6 years ago. Arepas. Good stuff. All right. So here we go, guys. I hope everyone it's like a quesadilla and arepa had a baby, and they have different stuffing. Ooh, yummy. Mostly cheese. Okay, I'm sold. Sold. I am so sold. I don't even mind the name, as crazy as that name sounds. Pupusas. I don't even mind the name. I'm sold. I want it. All right, guys. I hope all of you have a great rest of your weekend and send me good vibes. I need to get some work done tonight. I've got some things I've got to get done, and if I don't, I'm going to literally lose my mind. So I've got work to get done, and hopefully, and then tomorrow, Brendan gets back in town tomorrow evening, so I'm super excited about that. Gonna go pick him up from the airport and bring his butt home because I miss him. Yes, everybody have a great night. Love you. Are you going to come to New York City? I'm supposed to. My friend just got a new apartment, just moved into a new apartment. I'm supposed to come visit him soon. So, yes, yes, yes. All right, guys. You guys have a great night. I will talk to you all very soon. Loves it. It's 12:12 here. Bye, guys.